Like always, I hope all is well. It's good to see you, and I got a great video for you today because I want to talk about something that's dear to my heart and should be yours as well, because we as real estate entrepreneurs need to protect our valuable resources, which is our younger generation and the upcoming entrepreneurs. So even though this channel is dedicated to real estate specifically, it is really an entrepreneurship channel, and you're going to see me film videos talking about this subject, and I really think this is important because our future is dictated by this and the new entrepreneurs coming up. So I had an experience today, and I hope you like today's video. It can support what I offer y'all, and I hope you kind of follow in the footsteps of the action that I took today, because I think it is that important. And if we all do this and creates a chain reaction, we're just going to be that much better off. So I came home, and out on my street corner, I saw a young man having a lemonade stand. And no, I don't really like lemonade, but I bought 2 glasses of lemonade, and I gave the young man a tip. So basically what I told him is, thank you for doing what you're doing. You're an inspiration, you're important, and you don't know it yet, but you're the type of individual that's going to change this world, and you'll know it sometime in the future. So I want you to remember this conversation, because at times things may get tough, but we need people like you. And he looked up at me and he said, thanks, man. So it's an interesting situation because he doesn't know yet the type of individual he is. He doesn't understand that he's an entrepreneur. He doesn't understand that he's going to play a vital role in the future of this country, in his community sometime down the road. Now, why is this important? Why do we support our young entrepreneurs, and why do we want to make an impactful statement to them, or have an experience that they're going to remember later and make it so it stands out, so that they remember these moments later in life? Because they're going to use these moments later in life and understand really what's going on as far as who they are and what they can add as far as value to our communities. I'm going to give you personal examples from my life, from when I was little, where I knew that I was going to be an entrepreneur before I even knew it, because of the actions that I was taking. So let's kind of look at it like this. When I was a young guy, basically in, I guess, like 1st or 2nd grade, at our elementary school, we had a pencil machine. Yes, we go all the way back that old, or I go all the way back and I am that old. And we didn't even have, whatever those, mechanical pencils, right? We had to still get pencils out of a pencil machine. And they were a quarter a piece, right? And the big thing at my school was what type of college football team pencils you had. And everybody collected their football pencils and traded them like baseball cards. And me being an entrepreneurial-minded individual at that age, what did I do? I said, some of these are going for 25 cents. But the ones people really like, they're paying $2 or $3 for. And some of them are like $10 because they're really rare. So first lesson, understand scarcity. The more rare something is, the more people pay for it. Make your rehab scarce, make them look different than all the other competition, and you're going to get a higher price for them. That's a good lesson for you. So what did I do? I went down to the front office and I went and talked to the principal one-on-one. I went down and sat down with him and I said, hey, I like what you're doing with that pencil machine out there. How do I get a piece of that, basically, right? So I sat down and I said, hey, look, you're trying to get these sales so you can put it back into, whatever they're doing for the school. They're raising money. And I said, hey, look, I know I'm only 10, but I got a business proposition for you. Why don't you just let me buy all those pencils from you every month and let me handle it? Is basically what I said in a little bit different way, but that's kind of what happened. I would go buy a bunch of pencils at a discount, just like on wholesale prices, and then I would take those pencils out and I was buying them for 15, 20 cents a piece and selling them for $2. So I was a businessman before I even knew what I was doing, because all I wanted was candy and baseball cards, right? That's all I wanted. And I was balling, guys. Like, I mean, when you're 10 years old and you got like tens of dollars in your pocket, man, the ladies, they're all over you, right? Because I think you understand, right? So when you got tens of dollars, you basically owned the elementary school. And that's what I did. And then I continued on to increase my business activity, and I built my second business, which was my golf ball business, right? So I lived next to a golf course. Not my family, we weren't that wealthy. I lived one street over, so I had to sneak over there, but I'd sneak on the golf course, and there was a river, right, going through there like a creek, and I found out where the funnel points were. So all the balls would get rushed down that got knocked in the water, and they would drop off into these catch points, and I would go pick up the golf balls, and I'd take them back up to the top of the golf course where the golfers, the doctors, lawyers, and everybody, basically the wealthy individuals in our community were there teeing off. And I would sell these golf balls back to them. And I'll never forget, some of these individuals would pay me literally $5 for a couple balls, and they said the same thing that I said to this young man today. I appreciate what you're doing. You're an inspiration for us, and you don't know who you're going to be later in life. And I appreciate what you're doing. This may not mean anything right now, but sometime it will in the future. And so today, I understand what they mean, because that was a big moment for me. At the time, it seemed weird. Now, it seems like it was supposed to happen, and it was a big part of my life. So as you come across these young entrepreneurs, guys, support them, reward them, give them some type of positive reinforcement so that they remember this experience, so that in the future, they can become someone that's going to add value to our community. Because what happens if we run out of entrepreneurs? What would happen, right? There would be no jobs. We would not, the government just simply cannot run the country, guys. I know some of y'all have that belief. I'm not really going to get into political reasons for anything. And, you know, I don't really have strong political reasons any which way, but I do believe in entrepreneurialism. And, you know, somebody has to go out there and create jobs for people. And what I do know is the government cannot do that. So I hope when you come across some of these young entrepreneurs, whether they're your children, you support them. Whether they're your nieces or your nephews or your cousins or the neighbor's children or kids from your school or you're coaching a soccer team or whatever, and you come across these young individuals and you see this spark, you see this inspiration in them, fuel the fire, point them in the right direction, put some energy behind it, because you don't know which one of these individuals will grow up to be someone that can change the lives for a lot of people. So I hope you guys like today's video. Go out there and support some young entrepreneurs, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.